Should assisted suicide be legal for terminally ill patients? Damseli Sanders, founder of hospice, quoted, "You matter because you are you. You matter until the last moments of your life, and we will do all we can, not only to help you die peacefully, but also to live until you die." My name is Arian, and I am credible to speak on this topic because I have found it to be very interesting and have done extensive research. I oppose against the legalization of assisted suicide. I believe that hospice, palliative, and the right to live should be appropriate for patients nearing the end of their lives. Let's learn a little bit about the history of hospice. During medieval times, hospice was referred as a place of shelter and a rest for weary or ill travelers. Damseli Sanders was first to apply the name specialized care for dying patients, and then began her work with the terminally ill in 1948. She modernized the first hospice center known as St. Christopher in the suburb of London. As a solution for dying patients, she introduced hospice care to the United States in 1963. Hospice care is for people who is nearing the end of their lives. Hospice care focuses on caring, not curing. And in most cases, care is provided in the patient's home. Care is also provided in freestanding hospice centers. And nursing homes, long-term care facilities. Services are available to patients of any age, religion, race, or illness. Hospice care is covered under Medicare, Medicaid, most private insurance plans, HMOs, and other managed care organizations. Let's talk about a little bit of the benefits that you receive in treatment at hospice. The hospice team develops a care plan that meets each patient's individual needs for pain management and symptom control. The team usually consists of a patient's personal physician, hospice physician, nurses, home health aides, social workers, clergy, or other counselors, trained volunteers, and if needed, speech physician and occupational therapists as well. Provides needed drugs, medical supplies, and equipment. Hospice also assists the patient with emotional or psychosocial and spiritual needs of aspects of dying. Coaches the family on how to care for the patient. Allows short-term inpatient care available when pain or symptoms become too difficult to manage at home. With 24 hours on staffing, Hospice has bereavement care and counseling available for the surviving families and friends. As we know that hospice care might be an option for the terminally ill, let's discuss another option. How about palliative care? What is palliative care? Palliative care is a patient and family-centered care that optimizes quality of life by anticipating, preventing, and treating suffering. Palliative care throughout the continuum of illness involves addressing physical, intellectual, emotional, social, and spiritual needs, and to facilitate the patient, of course. Palliative care is for anyone with a serious illness. You can have it at any age and any stage of an illness. And you can have it along with curative treatment. It is not dependent on prognosis. Let's talk about a little bit of the treatment you receive at palliative care. Palliative care team will identify your sources of pain. One moment, please. Palliative care will offer sources of pain and discomfort. That way they're able to better identify the areas that you need help in. These may include problems with breathing, fatigue, depression, insomnia, or bowel movement, bladder. Then the team will provide treatments that can offer relief. These might include medication along with massage therapy or relaxation techniques. With communication and coordination, they put great importance on communication between you, your family, and your doctors in order to ensure that needs are fully met. The team members caring for you will address any social, psychological, emotional, or spiritual needs you may have throughout your illness. Emotional support focusing on the entire person, not just the illness. Caregivers bear a great deal of stress too, so the palliative care team supports them as well. This support helps ease some of the strain and can help with decision-making, autonomy, access to information, and choice. Patient and family hopes for peace and dignity are supported throughout the course of illness. During the dying process and after death, services are available concurrently with or independent of curative or life-prolonging care. As we know what hospice and palliative care is, let's speak about treatments that go against your right to live. Let's talk about the power to government. An end-of-life option that allows individuals to legally request and obtain medications from their physician to end their life in a peaceful, humane, and dignified manner may be called euthanasia, as defined as helping with a good death. Usually for patients suffering a terminal illness, options offered by euthanasia supports assisted suicide, which is helping a person to end his or her own life, to die, in order to help end suffering. We have physician-assisted suicide, medical doctor helping patients to die by prescribing a lethal overdose. Patient can choose whether to drink it. Voluntarily euthanasia, death by lethal injection by doctor when requested by patient. Non-volunteer euthanasia, using powerful drugs, doctors end life of suffering, dying patient who is comatose. Illegal, but happens all the time, discreetly, in interest of compassion. Terminally sedation. Upon patient request, doctor puts patient into deep sleep with medications, during which time the patient dies. Either the patient dies of underlying illness or starvation/dehydration. Widely practiced and generally accepted as ethical and lawful. Lastly, mercy killing. Taking the life of another person in the belief that this is a compassion act because the person is ill and unable to do so. These are all unlawful ways of helping the terminally ill go through the ending of life stage. It also devalues the quality of life, in my belief. The human life is highly valued and should be treated with care. As a result of euthanasia, the loss of protection for a terminally ill patient against doctors writing a prescription for the sole purpose of causing their death. Assisted suicide is a reversal of the proper roles of a physician as a healer, comforter, and consoler. Physician-assisted suicide is not not compatible with those roles. Dying with dignity through assisted suicide also, in my opinion, changes the cause of death from natural to chemical. Today I have concluded, and we have talked about why I oppose the legalization of assisted suicide for the terminally ill patients nearing the end of their lives. And I have also, my name is Arian again, and I care about the terminally ill and elders. You should too. I hope all you understand my perspective. I hope you all understand my perspective on why I disagree that someone else should decide when and how someone dies. Thank you. Damn it, I took up so much time.